Sing along now if you know it.
So I wake up every day. Wake up, this is what I say. Wake up, I am so free. Wake up, and I'm free to be me. I'm free to be me, yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special edition of Sunday Inspiration Live. Yes, that's right. Today, June 29, is my actual birthday. And joining me very quickly, she's just freshening up her coffee, but my wife, Pooki Lee, will be here taking up that blank spot right there. So you're wondering why this kind of tie, what's the deal with the tie-dye thing, the shirt that I'm wearing in the background and all that? Well, we decided to kind of go with a fun 60s theme. There she is. So the way we're dressed, and why is that? Because I was born in 1960, and if you do the math, I'm not even going to tell you the number because I don't know.
He's old,
I'm not comfortable uttering it, but it's a milestone birthday in my mid 60s. That's right. It's so hard to believe. I know it's shocking. This young, youthful guy you see before you could be possibly that age. And so we're celebrating. And so, in case you didn't know it, this is actually Season 5, Episode 26 of our weekly Sunday Inspiration Lives. We've been streaming live on YouTube for 4.5 years exactly.
That's crazy.
This is the 4.5 year point. And for the first, 3.5 years or something, we streamed live here on my channel, on my Affirmations channel, although some of you may be watching it on Facebook. Oh yeah, Lisa, we're streaming, I'm telling Lisa here, our assistant, our head honcho of helpfulness, streaming live on my YouTube channel, but both Facebook profiles, my Facebook profile but you don't have to, I don't know.
Don't worry about
it. Don't go too crazy having to post things everywhere, but
it's all good.
But so Pooki's Facebook and my Facebook and my YouTube channel.
Hello, family.
Yeah, hello wherever you're watching. But a year ago we switched it over to Pooki's channel. Let's get a little more traffic over there, so I could stay focused on Affirmations on my YouTube channel, which is what I've been kind of known for the last 8.5 years. Wow, nearly a decade now of doing Affirmations. And but I decided, since this was my birthday, and this landed right on a Sunday. I mean, this is the actual day, right? So that's kind of rare. What's it, every 7 or 8 years or something?
Sure.
With leap year or whatever, it lands on a Sunday. So I said, I'm sorry, Pooki, I'm gonna stream this one on my channel, and it's a very different format than if you're a regular here. You're gonna be it's quite different. I'm gonna be highlighting some like 3 or 4 songs. You're going to hear the recordings of songs that I've recorded over the years with different bands and with different musicians that I've collaborated with. So you're going to get a little tour through Retro Bob music, and I'm going to be telling stories about that.
Today.
That's right. We're going to be sprinkling Sunday Funday Flashback throughout the proceedings, where I'm going to be showing photos. Pookie's in many of them, most of them, and you're going to have to guess in the comments. This is how we're going to make this interactive. What year it was taken, based on the look, how we look, and we'll describe them and talk about them without revealing the year. But you'll be able to cast your vote as it were. And then a special rendition of Bob's Comedy Corner related to trivia, related to my life, and so on. And so, some fun stuff. Very little live music. I may play one song later for Bob's it's a song parody, and it'll be very short. So I've got it here, and you're going to have to remind me to plug it in, because I didn't want to leave it plugged in the whole time. So I just need to plug it in before I do that. Okay. We're keeping an eye on our audio levels. Seem to be good. And so, would you like to do, I can just play some background music. Do you want to do any kind of centering? Well, whatever you want to do. You can do your normal thing. You can do, I've given you a slot here in the proceedings. You can do a centering breath, or you can do anything you want.
Okay, grab your guitar and plug it in.
Well, for the centering breath, because I got background music, I can play for that too.
We'll play background music.
Yeah, I can do it, but I mean, if it's yeah. Let's just play this here. There you go. There's a little acoustic music playing behind you there.
So today But you know what? Your life does. All of our lives matter. And our birthdays are very important days. They're days when we made our appearance on this planet. And maybe sometimes we
Hang on a
might,
second.
it might feel like
Oh, wait.
it might feel like we're not.
Sorry. I think it's acting up. Is it that or you're not speaking? Just try that. Oh, hang on. Go ahead.
Okay, now maybe it's better. I was going somewhere. Hey, let me see if I can get back on that train. Yeah. So, birthdays are so important because they're our appearance days. They're the days that we actually choose to take on a body, and we come from the realm of the invisible into a physical form. We are born into this human experience, into this 3D reality, bringing all of the wisdom that we carry with us from those multiple dimensions in which we've traveled. We come now into this new earth moment. And so birthdays are a big day of celebration, celebrating the life of someone who was born on this day, maybe someone that's made a contribution to your life, such as this individual sitting before us here. You know, and so you have made a difference in other people's lives as well, and your birthday is worth celebrating. Your day of appearance is worthy of celebration. And so I want you to think about your last birthday. How did you spend it? Did you surround yourself with friends, family, loved ones? Were you maybe just by yourself and just celebrating your own presence on this beautiful earth? You know, no matter what that is, we all make a difference on this planet or we wouldn't be here in these bodies. And so our birthdays are a day worth celebrating. So today we have the honor of celebrating Bob. It's his 65th birthday. And he's getting up there 65. And so celebrating the life that he's lived and all the people that he's helped along the way and his journey. And now I just want you to just take a minute just to bring into your mind just one little thing about Bob that you really appreciate and love. Just bring that to your mind in this moment. You got it? Okay, now you feel all that gratitude and appreciation. I want you to take that thought and I want you to turn it to yourself. Because if you can see it in another, it exists within you. Maybe it's just a little glimmer of Bob, but maybe there's a whole lot of Bob in there, you know? And so I want you to just realize that whatever it is that you see in Bob exists in you as well. And so today we come and celebrate this beautiful being, his journey, his path on this magnificent earth. We're so thankful and grateful for all of the healing that has been inspired from his dedication and his commitment to his mission and his vision. And we bless him on this day, and we ask that his ancestors come to support him in beautiful ways. I can feel the presence of his mother here now. And we ask that a divine blessing be placed upon his head, that he live in good health, prosperity, love, compassion, gentleness, and fierceness. And may all of the things that he dreams of, may they be encapsulated in this moment, and may we send the energy to bring them into reality. As we're envisioning all that we wish for Bob, we wish for ourselves. So feel that energy of your appreciation for Bob. Feel that energy of appreciating the Bob that is within you. Appreciate that. Because you're a part of that too. You are that. We're all the one thing, just different ways of shining. We're all the one thing. So put your hand on your heart. A statement of gratitude and thanksgiving. And so it is.
Oh, that was so sweet. Thank you. Go ahead and stop the music now there. All right.
Let the music play.
You were back on. I just got a hot mic here. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for showing up here on my birthday. For those of you who are live, or those of you who may be watching the replay later, this is really special for me. I just want to acknowledge some folks in the comments before I go on to my next segment and kind of, Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. So Heavenly Stephanie is here. I'm 65 today, born in 1960. Let's see if I can get some of the. Is it Amira is here? We got Georgianne. Let's see. Mentioned Heavenly Stephanie. We got Bernie Haze here. We got Sandra Smith. Grumpus is in the house. He's going to turn that frown upside down, right? James Jeremiah, thank you for being here. Hi, Michelle Bergman. Great to see you here. Dora Lee is joined us. Joe Mitchell. Trace. I think that's is that Tracy D? I think it might. Yeah, I think that's who here is here. Mama Love, also a Cancer zodiac sign, or whatever you call that. Zodiac. What is it?
Babe, are you sure you were born in the 60s?
I don't think so.
Come on, dude. You probably
What is it? Part of the zodiac, but it's a horoscope.
It's
I don't know.
astrology.
Astrology. Okay, there you go. I got my terms all
my
mixed
God.
up.
You are definitely turning yourself in.
JoJo is here. We got Roses. Let's see. Jacqueline is with us. I think some of the names show up differently on this channel. It's really weird. They look different than they do over on your channel. That's crazy. Jennifer Brooks is here.
It's all different people, babe.
No, they're the same people, but their names, their profiles are different. Jennifer Nickel is with us. We got Sugar Lips in the house. Dr. Shaylin is here. Crystal Mick Williamson. I turned her into a Happy Meal. So thank you all for being here.
at least it's happy.
Sigrid is here. We got Emily, and let's see here. Yeah, Chantel and Kelly and all. Okay, so thank you. But I'm gonna post a comment there. Let us know where you're watching from, and if it's your first time catching Astrological. Thank you very much. But it's part of the zodiac, right? Isn't that the 12?
Yeah.
It's the same.
It's just funny the way that you said it.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about here.
I know you don't.
It shows. You can obviously tell I check my
I've been
horoscope
listening to a lot of
every day.
astrology lately.
All right.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to be sharing some songs. I'm going to use this opportunity to focus on me and my musical
It's all about
journey.
Bob.
Because a lot of you know, most of you know about my affirmations, of course, but Mitch, you may or may not know, is I have a long history of being a musician. I got my first electric guitar for my 15th birthday, and within 6 months, I was jamming in bands and playing in basement parties and community centers and all that stuff, and it never stopped. There was a period in my, when I was like 21 to 25-ish, or whatever, where I played music full time in a local top 40 band here in the St. Louis area. But there was a period where, in that era of my life, from my late teens to my mid 20s, where my main goal was I wanted to be a rock star. I mean, really, I wanted to be someone that you saw. That at that time MTV was new, and it was like a groundbreaking thing. And I was just really inspired by a lot of the music of the 80s when I was in my 20s. And I said, I want to be a rock star. So there was a period where I actually thought about moving to LA and doing that whole thing. I ended up taking a different path, and I'm fine with that, because I ended up publishing a local music newspaper, which led me to publish books and, led me to the path that I'm on. But there was this period where I was, seriously, how can I become a full-time musician and actually write songs that would be known the world over, right? And so there was this period where I'm going, what I need, because I wanted to be I had already been writing songs since I was in my teens, but I said, I just need a hit song. And remember, this is in the 80s, right? And I was still early on, though. I'd probably written several songs, but I was still a budding songwriter for sure. But I said, if I hit the song, then that's the thing that's going to help me, catapult my career or whatever.
That's what they all thought.
So I wrote this song, just, on an acoustic guitar. That's just how I write most of my songs, called Sentimental Breakdown. I said, this is it. This is catchy. This sounds like it's what's on MTV and the radio, whatever. And so things took a little twist. So I never did move to LA and all that, but I did get it in a band a couple years later. It was called Beat Patrol. And actually, let me show you the
Cassette.
Yeah, so this is the cover of the cassette, and I actually have the actual physical copy of it here. Wait, it's upside down. So it was called Beat Patrol, and we recorded this in the late 80s, okay? So I'm in I wrote this song in my mid-20s, just probably recorded this in my late 20s, and I'm just going to play the song for you. This is the song that I thought was going to be a hit, all right? And you tell me, again, in the context of it coming out in the 80s or late 80s, early 90s. It did get this off of a cassette, so the sound quality is a little thinner than the other songs I'm going to play. A little hard to hear the vocals, but it's called Sentimental Breakdown, so it's basically a song about a breakup, all right? So it just hasn't seen the light of day in forever. So I'm just going to play this song for you. Leave comments about what you think of it. And again, in the context, yeah, that's right, cassette. So, do you think this could have been a hit in the 80s had it gotten the backing that I wanted it to get? But here we go. It's called Sentimental Breakdown by my old band Beat Patrol.
I never meant you harm. I never hoped for anything not good. You really were the one. You shouldn't take it so bad just because I've had a change of heart. Sentimental breakdown. A sentimental breakdown, maybe it's true. Sentimental breakdown. A sentimental breakdown, maybe it's true. I try the best I can. But something's changed, I just don't know why. I hope you understand. Don't let it get the best of you, because I've had a change of heart. Sentimental breakdown. A sentimental breakdown, maybe it's true. Sentimental breakdown. A sentimental breakdown, maybe it's true. Don't take it so hard. Don't take it so hard. Don't take it so hard, baby. Don't be so blue, babe. You know it's true, babe. I've had a change of heart. Sentimental breakdown. A sentimental breakdown, baby, it's true. Sentimental breakdown. A sentimental breakdown, baby, it's true. Sentimental breakdown. Oh yeah, yeah. Sentimental breakdown, baby, it's true. A sentimental breakdown. Oh yeah, yeah. Sentimental breakdown, baby, it's true. Sentimental breakdown.
There it is, Sentimental Breakdown. To answer some of your questions, yes, that's me singing. I have been the primary singer in most of the bands that I've ever been in, and I don't know if you've heard. I think Georgianne asked that perhaps. Yeah, I'm doing Affirmations songs on this channel too. That's me singing those too. That's also me playing the guitar on that song. And so yeah, back when I cranked up the electric. Got a little crunch going on there. Now these days I played acoustic. But that was from the 80s, and thank you for your kind words there. Just wanted to share that with you. I got other songs from different eras. But yeah, that's my voice, and it sounds much different than in my singing voice now. You'll hear as we progress through the years, my voice has kind of deepened a little bit. It got a little richer. That was a little. Plus, the cassette didn't help it with the richness of the sound. All right, so moving on. Now we are going to do a special edition of Sunday Funday Flashback. Usually, for a while now, we will pull up some old photos and talk about them, but this is a more of a interactive version of this. I'm going to be showing various photos here, and I want you to guess what year. Put them in the comments if you're able to leave a comment. I'm going to do two in a row here. One is for way before I knew Pooki, and then one includes her. But let's start with this one right here. I'm going to tell you what this is and give you a little time. Pop in there. Just make your best guess on what year this was. So some of you may know that I used to do stand-up comedy, but I continue to this day to teach and perform improv comedy. And this was my first improv troupe that I co-founded with my friend Lee, with some friends of ours who had done theater together at a community college back in the 80s. And I think this was in one of the local newspapers here. You see the date, it was December 23rd, but the year is cut off there for good reason. And so, yeah, we were performing.
It's 19-something.
It's 19-something, yes. Not 18. Not 20.
That's right. It's 19.
It's 19-something. So so pop in what year you think this took place. But this was a nice article on and this group is actually half sketch comedy, half improv. And improv was not a widely done thing. We were like one of the few groups in St. Louis doing this. And so, yes, what year? So we've got things like 1984, 1989, 82, 83, 77. Wow, okay, 82, 81. So very close. Some of you are really close. No one has nailed it exactly yet, but you've got the era for sure. So that
must be 86.
No, it was actually. Oh no, who put? I just saw Sugar Lips put 1985. Right? Didn't I see that here?
Yep.
All right, that is the year. There was 1985. Yeah, and yeah, there was this bar.
That was 40 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy. There was this bar in South St. Louis called Off Broadway, where
Still there.
Yeah, and I approached the owner at the time. It was a guy named Bill Camarata and his wife Marilyn, and then later their son Joe. When he graduated college, they would run this place for like 15 years. They ran this place, and it was like the second year that they owned it, that they were running it. And I approached them with the idea of doing a Wednesday night comedy show that we did for nearly 2 years. And I just heard, I don't know, you never did know Bill, but he passed away just like a week ago or so. And when I heard that, I realized the huge impact that he had on my life during that time, because I not only hosted my comedy shows there, but my bands played there many times. I have a long history with his family and playing at that venue, and yeah, so I want to honor. It's another way to honor Bill and his memory.
I've seen a lot of people that I love on that stage.
I know, yeah, at Off Broadway, yeah, I saw
My
a lot
kids, yeah.
I saw Sheryl Crow there when nobody knew who she was. All right, now here's one that's Pooki. So we're going to describe this without saying what the year is. Okay, so I had to look up what year this was. Just check out this photo. So look at, and you're guessing, you're basing the year based on what Pooki and I look like compared to what we look like now. That is Marianne Williamson.
Yes, it is.
In case you don't know, and she spoke here in St. Louis at this pretty big venue, and our choir, which there's still remnants of it are together, but at the time we had maybe
The heart of it's together, not remnants. The heart of it.
yeah, the heart of it is here. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. But we, and I don't have the photo of us performing on the stage. I think I showed it a week or two ago. But we performed, yeah, kind of during the lunch break, and kind of woke people up after lunch and all that good stuff. And we got a chance to meet her. In fact, she was very friendly too. I really. Since she recognized this after doing a book signing, she's going, I really enjoyed your music. So you're guessing now what year this particular thing with Marianne Williamson. This was not far back, because I didn't know Pooki back in the 80s, but so let's see here.
Yeah, it would have to be after 2005.
So yeah, Pooki and I met at the end of
December 2005.
Yeah, we met in 2004, and then we started dating a year later.
In 2005.
2005. So we've been a couple for nearly 20 years. So this was after that. So let's hear. We go to 1993. Yeah, actually, I think it's early 2000s. Doralee says 2014. Well, we got two. I'm just looking here. 2010. Okay. It wasn't in the 90s because we didn't know each other then. 2014. You guys are. Those of you that are saying 2014 are really close. 2011. That's probably the closest one so far, but that took place in 2012. 2012. How many years ago was
13.
that? 13 years ago. Is that crazy? Or what? So that's our little... It's
Look
from
how we've changed.
or Marianne Williamson. All right.
13 years. This is what 13 years will do for
I
you.
know. So thank you, Ari. Yeah, some of you were really, really, really close. And so, yeah, thanks. I hope you enjoyed this kind of interactive, we're gamifying Sunday Inspiration Live, you might say. And we got more photos coming up, but I got another song I want to share with you right now. And so now, let's go. Again, I was in my 20s in the 80s. Now we're going to fast forward to a band that I was in the 90s that was called Room Full of Jimmies. This is actually the cover of our CD. I did this collage artwork actually myself, pasted all this stuff up with some text, and there was an album called Yummy on it, and it was actually a really great band. Just like we were definitely musicians that had different backgrounds and different styles, but we came together and they all blended together really well. And we wrote, did some really great songs. Actually, Crystal, 13 years of you with Pooki. Actually, it's going on 20 years of being with Pooki, but that was 13 years ago with Marianne Williamson.
Yeah, believe me, if you think you can't make an impact.
Yes. Which is Crystal's cousin, right? Marianne Williamson. Not Mick Williamson, but Williamson. Okay. All right. Yeah, Room Full of Jimmies. And I want to tell this. I told the story before about how that came about. It's probably not what you think. So anyway, there was a guitar player. I wrote a lot of the songs, and then there was a guitar player, Dave, who wrote a lot of the other songs. And so quite often, and it's similar with Pooki and I. Sometimes she'll kind of take the lead on a song, or an idea that she has for a song. Sometimes I'll take the lead, and she adds her embellishments. And then sometimes it's more of a 50-50 collaboration. So it was that way with that band. But this song I'm going to play for you right now, Dave had come up with these, and he was a great guitar player, really tasty chords and leads and stuff. And he had this chord progression that he really didn't know what to do anything with. And he goes, I have no idea. I don't have no lyrics. I have no melody. I don't know what this song is about, but I got all these chords, and these riffs and all this stuff. And we started playing it and jamming with it. I was listening to it, I probably recorded it or whatever, and started like scatting stuff over the top. And slowly but surely, lyrics and an idea started forming. So he let me have complete artistic license in coming up with my own lyrics and melodies over his chord pattern. And this is the song that came out of it. I've never played this. It hasn't seen the light of day in many years. This is in the 90s, probably recorded mid to late 90s, okay? At the time, and I think this song sounds a bit like Stone Temple Pilots. Anybody familiar with that era and the band Stone Temple Pilots? This, I think, I wasn't intentionally doing that, but after we recorded it, I'm going, this has a Stone Temple Pilots vibe. And so I'm going to play this for you. And you can hear my, it's a much better recording than the other one called Come Into My World. So if you're ready for that, this is from Room Full of Jimmies from the 90s, from the Bob Retro Musical Tour. Here it is.
Bob Vault.
And again, Dave's playing all these guitar riffs, and all the vocals and lyrics are mine. And then, listen to the bass, too. There's a guy named Jim who's playing bass. He's got some tasty runs that he does through this thing. So I'm hoping you can hear the bass, too. And then Leela, our friend Leela's playing drums. Yep, that's right. A girl rock and roll drummer. And the four of us made all this. So here we go.
Do you feel alone? Have you gone astray?
There you go from my former band, Room Full of Jimmies. Man, I tell you, I mean, I'm a little biased because I was part of that, but I think that's pretty damn good sound. Everybody, and Leela too, playing some amazing things on the drums. Hopefully, you caught some of that bass. Again, Dave played all the guitar parts on that. Really tasty stuff. But that was a great example of a musical collaboration where everybody contributed their own unique piece to that to make it a full song.
It's fun.
So yeah, thank you. And again, a little different than the Affirmation songs, but this one.
You're not that person anymore.
No,
either.
no. I just want to say hi to Surrender. Yolanda has joined us here. Corazon is in the house over on Facebook.
Strong heart.
Serenity, who might be Sunita, I'm not sure. Tinica is here. We got Reynolds in Texas. We got Lady Marchwork. I hope I got that right. It's all blending together. So thank you all for being here. Indeed, yeah. And thank you for the kind words. And a lot of people did kind of catch, hear what I was saying about the Stone Temple Pilots thing. If you're a fan of that band, there was a little bit of that vibe happening there with that song. All right, let's get back to some more Sunday Funday flashbacks where you're going to guess the year. Now, this is something that we have shown before. I think we may have even just shown it like last week or the week before. So this is not the first time you've seen this, but let's see if you can tell the
Maybe
year.
for some of them, you're on your channels now.
Yeah, so maybe you're seeing this for the first time. So again, you're going to be guessing what year this took place based on how we're describing it and how Pooki and I look. Okay. So
Funny.
again,
I was still dyeing my hair.
I will tell you. I remember the date. Let's not say the year. It was June 1st.
June 1st.
So it was and
Changed my life.
This was the first time that we went to attend a service. We were in LA for a book conference with our friend Kathleen there, who's on the far left. And
I'm wearing my grandmother's jewelry.
oh, you are? Oh, how cool is that? Mm-hmm. But we had seen Michael Beckwith. That's the gentleman there with the dreads, and in The Secret.
Right.
Said, oh, this guy's cool. Oh, he has a church in L.A. Hey, let's go to one of the services. And he was speaking that day. We didn't even know if he was going to be there.
All of our hair has changed.
Yeah. So what year did this take place? And again, keep in mind that Pooki and I, we weren't a couple until 2005. So it had to be after that. I'm giving you a little bit of a clue here, okay? So it's sometime between 2005 and today.
Well, Michael hasn't had those dreads probably in 5 years.
That might be another giveaway.
And then you and I were still dyeing our hair.
Yeah, I was, So,
and then, what was her name?
Kathleen Gage.
Kathleen Gage, yes. Yeah. Kathleen Gage's hair looks very different now these days, too. So all of our hair has changed radically.
So your guesses have to be, either 2005 or later, right? And so, but it changed. It was life changing because I'm not only meeting him was a thrill.
I wrote a song about it.
Yeah. So what was his message that day?
You're all right already.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you have a song by that exact name?
I wrote a song by that exact name. I should send that to him and say, hey, Papa, you inspired this.
Well, actually, we not only... So Pooki formed that choir, which is originally called Gateway to Agape, inspired by the choir that was at Agape. Mm-hmm. And so we got to know Michael.
Yes, we did. He married us.
Yeah, and he officiated our wedding in 2023, more recently. But this was the first time we met him, and we've got it commemorated here. So let's take a look. We've got guesses of 2010, 2011, 2013, 2014, 2009. We got 2010. You know what?
There's one winner.
There's one winner so far.
That's it.
No, she's the winner because the first one, I guess, is the winner. I wish I had prizes, but Crystal. Oh wait, I should probably highlight these things. Oops.
Crystal, you're the winner.
You are the winner. 2008.
2008.
You are correct. June 1st of 2008.
That's right. 17 years ago.
And so let's give her a round of applause.
There you go. You won.
You are the winner, Crystal. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool, huh?
Mm-hmm. I love it.
All right.
Changed my life. That was the day.
It did. And
Bob had no idea what was going to happen next.
Oh my God! What do we ever? We're improvising our lives, but
it's all improv, people.
Thank you for your guesses.
As
Dorley
much as we want it to be something else.
Dorley had popped it at 2008, but that was after Crystal. So So we're gonna deem the winners the first person to get the year right. Okay, how about that? And again, you have my undying gratitude for as your prize. All right, let's see here. What's coming up now? Let's go and do another song from the past. And so these next two songs that I'm going to play are actually available to you. I put together this. There's a lot of music that I recorded over the years that has never been released on an official album or anything. And years ago, I put together this thing called Power Pop Retrospective 2004 to 2016. And there were songs that I had recorded but never released otherwise. And that song is actually available, or this album, digitally. Not the physical CD, but the digital aspect of it is available at a name-your-own price, including free. Okay, and Lisa, you should have in the Google Docs chapter thing, there's a link to it if you want to pop it in the live chat. And you can go there, but you can put a number in if you want to say, hey, happy birthday, Bob, or whatever. But there's like at least 12 songs on it, and this is one of the next two that I'm going to play are on there. So this is now, fast forward, we're in 2004. And actually I was recording this around the time that Pooki and I met, but I don't know if I played this for you, but I recorded this with Mike Silverman, who Pooki knows now. And Mike Silverman is an amazing musician. And
Mike Silverman did it right.
Yeah, I recorded like 6 songs with him. You said a home studio, it was just the two of us down there. And there were other songs from these sessions that I have played that are available on this digital download. And I remember there were 2 of them that I was excited about. So I was like focused on really getting those to sound good. And I was like, I thought these would be the songs that would, and I'm going to play one of them at the very end here from that session. It's a rocker, but there's this song called "Our Way Home" that for some reason, I enjoyed recording it, but it never like stood out to me. And I went back and listened to it recently. I'm going, wow, this is actually a really cool song. It's very different. It's not as rocky as some of the stuff that you're hearing here, but I just wanted to share it with you because I think this song has merit. So basically, I wrote it, I sang it, I probably was playing some acoustic guitar on it, but Mike did all the other orchestrations, all the keyboards, all the orchestra stuff, the percussion he did electronically, and played the stuff. He's an excellent keyboard player. So this is, again, from the Power Pop Retrospective album. There's a link in the description wherever you're watching this where you can go and get that at a name-your-own price, including free, but whatever amount you want to put in would be appreciated. So this is that song called Our Way Home, and listen to it, and then I'm going to discuss what I think. The lyrics are pretty much up to your interpretation, but I have an idea of what it might be about. You're not guessing the year on this one. We're only doing that on photos. I just want you to hear this, and I'm going to come back and discuss it, and then we'll share another photo. Here we go, called Our Way Home.
So all alone, I wanted to come home. On a hilltop way up in the sky walks a young boy, mischief in his eye. He could hike these trails for a lifetime, never coming down everyday sunshine. I feel so all alone, I want him to come home. I feel so all alone, I want them to come home. Front porch on a crowded street, I'm sitting here soaking up the heat, thinking way back to a golden day when I didn't want to pry myself away. I should not feel alone. They are already home. I should not feel alone. We found our way home. I should not feel alone. They are already home. I should not feel alone. We found our way home.
There you go, from 2004. The original song from back then, a little bit different, right? They got a, oh, look at
Yeah, well, you found your way home, babe.
I did find my way home. There's Jared there. Hey, thank you so much. Oh, you're in Italy now. Oh my God, that's awesome. Thank you, Bernie, for that. So I don't know if you listened to those lyrics very closely, but the first two seems to be about the songwriter singing about a young girl who's lost her way, or and then he sings about a young boy, and it could be interpreted as he's someone missing a child or missing. Yeah, it could be about. I don't know. I kind of leave it up to. I don't want to really say what the song is about because I want you to be your own interpretation. But the later lyrics, again, if you're listening, is more about. It seems to be the songwriter is now reminiscing about his being a boy, his childhood, and how he's missing that. But we found our way home. So I don't know who the girl is in the thing. Whatever. Maybe it's a sister, another loved one, or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to leave it up to your interpretation. But what do you think of that song? It's a little different. A little different than the rockers that I usually do. Jennifer, thank you so much for sending a super chat there. For those of you...
Aw, Jennifer.
Thank you so much. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, depending on the device, somewhere around there where you can leave a comment, you can also send a little digital love. And that's very appreciated. Thank you very much. And yeah, feel free to use that if you'd like. I'm not afraid to say that. So I'm trying to save up for a new computer.
Oh, you're so funny.
I am. This iMac is starting to be, well, I don't know. Yeah. I bought it right before they did the Apple chip.
You knew
it's a
it
long
too.
story.
You knew it too.
About
and
the
you
Apple
just
chip?
couldn't wait.
I know. I was too impatient.
It's like it's going to be out in a couple months, babe. I
I think
can't wait.
I think it ended up being more than that, but
It's all good.
Yeah,
So cute.
but yeah, I've got this for 5 years. It's all good. All right, so where are we at now? Oh, it's time for another. It's time for another photo. This is again. You're leaving a comment to guess what year this took place. All right. So I have written and published a lot of books over the years, and my best known. The book that I'm sort of trying to put me on the map as an author on the internet in particular was a music marketing book called the Guerrilla Music Marketing Handbook. And it appeared in this scene in the movie. Don't Google this, okay? I just want you to go off your memory and your instincts here. It appeared in the movie The School of Rock, which starred Jack Black. Sarah Silverman was in this movie as well. That gal right there. Her character name is Summer in the movie, but that's Miranda Cosgrove, and she ended up being like a Disney, and when she was in a show called iCarly. She's a singer, she's an actor, seen her in different movies, but she was probably like around 10 years old back then, but she's carrying an early version of my book, the Guerrilla Music Marketing Handbook. What year did this take place? What year did the movie come out? School of Rock, starring Jack Black. All right. And every edition of the book that's come out since then, at the very top, is said, as seen in the major motion picture, The School of Rock. So I'm looking for some years here. The movie The School of Rock, without Googling it. Yeah. So Jennifer is guessing 97. Let's see here. Oh, I got a lot of happy birthday wishes coming in here. I'm going to highlight some of those in just a moment. So Deanne says 2011. Sigrid says 2009. Very nice. All right, again, the School of Rock. Jack Black's been an actor for a long time. Had a lot of different movies over the years. This was particularly, I've seen some of his other movies, and some of them were clunkers, but this one was actually good, not just because my book was in it. We got 2007, we got 2003, 2015, 1995. Let's see, no. I'd say nobody has quite hit it yet. We're pretty close. 2007 is getting close. 2003, wow, you're really getting warm. And another 2003 there. Whoa, you're just almost there. 2009 is a little further away. Maybe I should do like a hot and cold thing. But let's say 2003 is really, really close. So, Serenity, thank you for sending. Oh, thank you for sending that. I really appreciate that. Very cool. All right. 2005 is really close. Warm, too. It's not 2003. It's not 2005. So, there you go. Siegfried's the first one to put it in there. That movie came out in 2004. What's going on with my voice here? All right. Very, very cool. Well, I was going to do another photo here. I guess I'm going to wait for Pooki to come back. 2004. Yes, thank you so much. I'm going to skip the next photo, wait until she's back, and then I'm going to play one more song for you. Well, actually, there's two more coming. Oh, there you go. You want to do another photo while you're here? All right. So again, we're going to describe what the situation was, and I think we might have shown this recently, but this is another one with Pooki. I don't know who took this photo, but it's an interesting one. Here we go. It's an interesting look. I like the background, color, what you're wearing. It all works out. So
that was fun.
So there was this New Thought conference in Nashville,
right,
that we attended. We were invited to come and present at. Right. So now we're on to another. Yeah, we're on to another thing. So based on how Pooki and I look here, what year do you think this took place? We're moved on from School of Rock now. Now we're talking about this Nashville New Thought Conference that we spoke at. So just based on the hair and everything, I know you can't see my face very well, but just when do you think that took place? Loving the tie-dye. So place your bets there. I'm going to highlight some things coming in here. I'm living with IIH. Good to see you here. Love the tie-dye. Thank you. Thanks for your comments. Del said, while I'm bad at this game, I'm guessing the years. Hey, there's Kate.
Don't worry about it. You're great at something else, Adele.
That's right. Kate.
Doesn't matter.
Here we got Michelle. Queen Opatra is in the house. So, yes. And again, thanks, for those digital loves that you're sending me. All right, now I think we got new things coming in here. I think so Jennifer's guessing 2022. Let me just take a look at when did it take place. Okay, yeah. We got 2015. Oh, we have a winner already. I'm just going to show something. Somebody said 2021, 2009. You know what the winner is?
Deanne.
Ding, 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 2019. It was the year before the world shut down.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
So
Let's not even talk about that.
You could tell it was a little more recently, based on the hair, right?
All right.
You have one more photo that you're in, but I'm going to do another. This is a short song.
Okay.
And you were involved in this project. All right.
No way. How'd that happen?
It was something I wrote for the 48-hour film festival.
Oh, I was involved.
You were, yeah. It was just because it wasn't even the first year.
Oh,
it was like the
gosh.
third year that you were.
Such a weird time. We just got our house.
So this is another song that is on this Power Pop Retrospective. That's Name Your Own Price as a digital download, and there's a link in the description for it. And so let me tell you, there was a period. So there's this thing called the 48-hour film project. Oh, wow, Amethyst, thank you so much for sending that. That is so sweet of you. Wow, thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's an awesome birthday present. She says, you make every year better for all of us. Aw, that is so sweet. Oh my gosh, so sweet. I'm getting a cavity here. All right, 48-hour film project. This thing is done all the cities around the world, and basically it is what it says. There's different teams of filmmakers, or actors and writers and directors and editors and all this stuff. They get together. You have your little team, and a lot of times it's not professionals. It can be very amateur, whatever. Anybody
I'm
can.
not a professional.
Anybody can sign up for it. I was involved in like 6 of them. Not 6 years in a row, but pretty close to it. And by the time, in fact, when we moved into the house here in 2007, I think it was the second one. Yeah,
Be careful here.
Huh? What's that?
Be careful here.
Oh. Well, no, they're not guessing. They're not guessing the year on this one.
Oh, okay.
They're only doing
it's
that
a
on
song.
photos. I'm going to play a song.
Okay,
Yeah, so
okay.
it doesn't matter.
All right.
But I played different roles in different ones. I directed one. I've acted in them. I've co-wrote them. But in this particular one, I wrote the theme song that played. I think it was over the opening credits. It was either the opening or the closing credits. But I think I acted in it. I had a small part in it. And these are basically, so the teams meet on a Friday at 7 p.m. or something like that. And you pick a genre, and every team has a different genre. It's like luck of the draw, and then you're given like
You don't get to choose it.
You're given
You
a
draw it
prop,
out of a hat.
a character name, and a line of dialogue. Every team has to do those 3 things, but each team has a different genre, and so you can't pre-plan this. And then you have 48 hours to write, shoot, edit, and turn in like a 5 to 7 minute film based on those criteria.
It's crazy town.
Yeah, it's really it's fun. It's stressful. It's like
You don't sleep.
Yeah. So so I've been involved in like 6 of them. And so this was the theme song that I wrote for one. That's probably around 2009-ish, I think. But Pooki was around. I don't know, but you don't think you were in it or anything necessarily in this one, but you remember this one. And let me give you the backdrop of this. So we got the team got superhero movie was the genre, and basically just so you know why the lyrics are the way they are. The premise was this character was the son of a superhero, okay, and he had all these issues about living up to his father's reputation, following in his dad's footsteps, and he wanted to be his own man. He wanted to be a superhero in his own right without, having to ride the coattails of his dad. He rode a moped. I know that was something that was written into it. So I wrote the thing after a day of shooting. They did shoot all day on Saturday. I go home and I record this. I write and record it and submit it the Saturday night so that they can edit it into the movie on Sunday and then turn it in. All right. So this is how this whole thing works. But I'm going to play this for you. Then I'm going to come back and comment on it. This is what I wrote it's really short. It's not a full song, because it's just running over the credits, all right? Here we go. It's called Certified Superhero.
He's the son of a famous man. He'll do anything that he can to be a certified superhero. Be a certified Superman. He wears a red scarf on a white moped. Wants to be respected and have street cred, like a certified superhero, like a certified Superman, just like a certified superhero.
Again, that's very short, but every now and then I'll think about this song, and I think that is like, it's got hooks out the wazoo. I mean, I think it's a really solid pop song. I love the melody and the beat and everything, and I've often thought over the years, maybe I should flesh that out. I don't know about that topic. Maybe I need to change the lyrics, but it's got, I don't know. I think anyway, you let me know. I think it's got something there. It's catchy. It's got the groove.
Something.
It's got something there. So that's on that Power Pop retrospective song and other songs that I did in other 48-hour film projects. All right, let's keep rolling along here. I got one more photo, and then I've got some interesting version of Bob's Comedy Corner coming up here.
Okay.
Do you remember this? I wish we had. Well, there's something that we need to find in the house related to this. Anyway, remember this?
I know what that is.
Do you remember what it is? So this is one where you're guessing the year based on the way that Pooki and I look. And so who is that? So I was invited to speak at this event.
Do you want me to go get that?
Do you have it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you knew where it was. We need to like frame this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you know where it is, oh yeah, bring it. This is really cool. So maybe I should wait. But so anyway, that is Tom Wilson Jr. Tom Wilson's dad, Tom Wilson, started the Ziggy cartoon. All right, you've probably heard of Ziggy, and so his dad did that for years, and then his son started working as an apprentice, and then his dad, at some point, passed away, and Tom took it over because he had the style. He knew the style of the cartoon and drawing the character. And so he was also maybe I should back up. I was invited to speak at this event called Self-Employed in the Arts. It was just outside of Chicago. So I did my speaking thing. Tom was one of the other speakers there. And this was like after the proceedings, hanging out at the bar afterwards. And so we like plopped down next to him, had a great conversation. So that's Tom Wilson Jr., who I think to this day might still be doing the Ziggy cartoon, I think. And so Pooki is looking for something that I want to show you, which I didn't even know that we had. Hopefully she'll be able to find it. Oh, wow. This is amazing. I didn't realize we had it because we need to... Oh, this is really cool. Tom drew right there while we were sitting with him, drew this. Here, let me hold it up. Can you see that?
I was doing it.
Oh, but it was kind of too far away. Anyway, Pooki's got her own Ziggy cartoon. It says, "Do
For Pooki with love.
do for Pooki with
For
love."
love.
For-
For Pooki with love. Can you read it?
From your friends Ziggy and
Tom Wilson.
Ziggy and Tom Wilson. Is that cool? Or what? Oh wow! I didn't realize you had that framed. I knew it was in the house somewhere. Wow, is that amazing? Oh,
I love Ziggy. This is like a part of my childhood.
So you're guessing what year that was based on how we looked. While you're doing that, I'm gonna thank you, Lisa, for sending that. That's awful sweet of you to do. Now we're gonna pop down here. That is cool. So we got. Oh, let me go back to where. Let's see. Love all the songs. Music speaks. We got 2011. We got 2015, 2009, 2009. Actually, we have a winner already. Is it Danilo Santos? This was also 2008, just like it was the same year as the Michael Beckwith thing, because our hair, we kind of look similar to that. Do you think? So
We're still dying, I'm sure.
So that's that, right? And then where's the Beckwith thing? Very similar looks, right? So that was that same year.
Same year.
2008.
A lot happened in 2008.
It did, yeah.
It was a crazy year.
With that Jack Canfield
Yeah, everything started
Yeah,
going wild.
I was just watching a video of his this morning. He turns 81 next month, or in August. Yeah, no, it's not. That's not next month. Soon, whatever, this summer, and he's going to be.
It'll be next month on Tuesday.
He's going to be cutting back on his activities. All right, so I've shown that, and so now, yes, we're going to be having an interesting version of a segment that everybody loves here. Thank you for playing along, and thank you for. I'm so glad we had that Ziggy drawing there. That's precious. And you were a fan of the cartoon growing up?
Oh my God, yeah.
So that was so cool.
Sure. You remember when they used to remember Pet Rocks and stuff like that?
Yeah.
They used to have those plastic little statues. They were like awards or whatever, like to the best mom. You remember when we used to buy those things at like Hallmark, and they had all kinds of little weird sayings on it and stuff like that. There was Ziggy ones too, and they would have like lines that Ziggy would say. I think that he was a pessimist, if I remember right. Wasn't he?
He was a pessimist, Ziggy?
Yeah.
I would have to. I didn't follow. I was aware
Or
of
was
it.
he an optimist? Who knows?
He might have been a happy-go-lucky optimist, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
I loved him though.
Right now, it's time for a special rendition of
Comedy Corner. Should do be why. Bob's Comedy Corner.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do this just Just stay here and react. But it's not the typical. These aren't jokes. These are multiple choice kind of things. What's that?
No, go ahead. Go. I'm here. I'm here for it.
Okay, cool. And so these are things related to the year I was born, or me, or is this trivia? This is multiple choice. They're kind of tongue in cheek, you know. And so you go ahead and leave your comments, but I'm not going to be waiting after each one. But I don't know. We'll just see how this plays. Okay. So we got some multiple choice here. So again, I was born in 1960. Which one of these was one of the top movies of 1960? Which one of these movies was the top movies of 1960? Was it Reefer Madness? Was it Psycho? Or was it Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Which one? And so don't write in 1, 2, or 3. Just actually try to type in something that's related to one of those titles. Put Reefer or Psycho or
Tomatoes.
Because if we may have to come back. I may have to do a couple of them and then come back and see what your
What your answers are.
what your answers were, because there's too much of a delay.
Reefer, Psycho, Tomatoes.
Yeah, Attack of the. These are all real movies, and so here we go. Oh, we do have a winner already. Here is another one. And so, of course, when you're at 65, it's the official age of retiring or whatever. And it's also the year in the U.S. you start Medicare and blah, 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 blah. So what government act in the U.S. set 65 as the age to start receiving retirement benefits? Was it the official Nap Time Act of 1929? Was it the Social Security Act? Maybe I should have a little. Was it the Social Security Act of 1935? Or was it the National Bingo and Shuffleboard Act of 1953? Here we go. I guess I need to have the laugh track there for those. Anyway, Crystal had it earlier. She was the first one to put in. Of course, it's Psycho.
Psycho!
Yes. Psycho came out in 90. It was one of the top movies of 1960. Reefer Madness came out earlier. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes was much later. All right. Obviously, yes. I guess Deanne was the first one to put in Social Security.
There you go.
You got to be pretty quick with your fingers here to be the winner of these. Yes, the Social Security Act.
Fast fingers.
So 1935 was when they established 65 as the age to start receiving retirement benefits. All right. Well, this is the long one here.
But I think that little bit of trivia was that they only expected people to live to 61, so they thought that they were in the clear.
Yeah.
But now they probably should raise it to like 85. Don't say that.
So if you've been here for a while, you already know the answer to this question. But
And if you've been here for a while,
I don't know. Maybe I should
skip
skip this. Maybe this is too silly. Well, anyway, I published many books on music marketing and the creative process. And what was my most popular book on these topics? Just mentioned earlier, so this to be super simple. Just put one phrase here. Was it How to Be a Rock Star in 5 Easy Steps? Was it Guerrilla Music Marketing Handbook? Was it How to Market Your Music to Aliens? Is that space aliens or people from other countries? I'm not sure.
You're gonna burn in hell. No, I'm only teasing.
Or was it Gorilla Smoothie Recipes for Rock Stars?
So funny. I love the alien one. It was definitely the one for aliens.
Yeah.
Because aliens are rocking it hard too.
So which of those
They really
books
are.
was actually my most highly acclaimed
I
title?
love it.
All right, so I'm going to give you a little time there. Gore. Well, here we go. But Deanne's,
You're an alien. You
Deanne's
just don't
quick.
know what kind yet.
And actually, the gorilla on my title is Guerrilla. It's a mouthful, but yes, guerrilla marketing is the.
You have to love the English language.
You do. All right. So this is a super easy one because you're already here. You're already following my YouTube channel now has like 418,000 subscribers, reaches a global audience.
No way.
This is like I'm making this soup. This is like the low-hanging fruit of trivia questions. What?
No way.
What are my videos about? Is it 1, how to yodel underwater like a pro?
That's me.
Is it competitive cheese sculpting tips? Is it affirmations and positive self-talk? Or is it secret cat karaoke performances.
Hands down, you know what the winner is.
That's right. It's cheese sculpting, right? Okay. You say gorilla, I say gorilla, tomato, killer
Potato,
tomatoes,
potato.
killer tomatoes,
And killer gorillas.
killer gorillas. Yodel lady who. Are you a yodel lady? A yodel lady who. All right. Competitive cheese sculpting tips. Yeah. That's a good one. All right. I'm going to go on because
He's laughing at his own joke so hard. He's almost crying here.
Let me pull this out.
All right, he's got something he wants to show you.
No, well, I'm not going to. Well,
I have no idea
So,
what's going on. I'm just.
so I wrote a book on musical improv, and who was my well-known co-author on that book? Was it one, Judge Judy? Was it Martha Stewart? Was it Laura Hall from Whose Line Is It Anyway? Or Snoop Dogg? Who was my well-known?
Low hanging fruit.
Yeah, this is definitely the low-hanging fruit. All right, Jennifer was the first one to actually put affirmations earlier, obviously. Well, then a lot of other people chimed in there. He's cracking up over here.
I remember Magilla the gorilla. It's Magilla gorilla.
Judge Judy, Martha Stewart, Laura Hall, or Snoop Dogg. And Deanne says, the Whose Line Yodel lady, who? The Whose Line lady. So Crystal said Snoop Dogg. Yeah, actually, yeah,
Well,
obviously.
it was Snoop Dogg.
It's Laura Hall. So thank you. Obviously, these are kind of silly.
Silly, super silly.
That's right. Oh, and here's the book. Yeah, it came out several years ago. The Improv Comedy Musician, The Ultimate Guide to Playing Music with an Improv Group, Laura Hall and Bob Baker. Check that out at the top. Forward by Colin Mockery. Got to meet him a couple of times, too.
It's funny, his last name is Mockery.
Mockery, yeah. I have a feeling that might be a fake
That's
name.
Funny.
All right, a couple more things, and then we're going to do. Okay, one more of these kind of multiple choice things, and then I'm going to do two truths and a lie, which is going to be different from what I did last night.
Okay.
Going to play a parody song. A couple more things here to get through.
Okay.
Here we go. What is the name of my latest? So I recently released the first Kindle, like an ebook title. First time in 3 or 4 years that I put out a new title. So what is the name of my latest best-selling Kindle ebook? It was a bestseller in a couple of new release categories for a couple days. That it's slipped down since then, but I can call it a bestseller, right? Was it called Snooze Fest? How to Nap Your Way to Mediocrity? Was it called Unstoppable? Unleash your full potential and thrive at the game of life and business? Or was it called Why Bother? The Art of Giving Up Before You Start? Which one was it?
It's funny.
Joe was quick on the draw because this is one of his favorite titles there, Unstoppable. I also have an online course version of that too, but I just put out the ebook to support it. Can't stop, won't stop, unstoppable. Thank you so much. All right. So I'm going to tell you 3 stories. These are different than the stories I did last night.
Okay.
And it's 2 of them are true and 1 of them is a lie. And so after I tell all 3 stories, you're going to, wait till I've told all 3 and then you determine which one is the lie, because 2 of them are in fact true. All right. Then I'm going to do a parody song and come back anyway, here we go. Number 1 is I used to do these, been invited to be part of these fundraising events here in St. Louis. It was called the Salvation Army Food and Cash Bash, and it actually took place at the mall where Pooki used to have a space. And one year, they always had these like celebrity people that they brought in, just to add something to the proceedings. And do you remember the show Green Acres? It was in the a weird sitcom in the 60s. I
do.
loved it. They brought in 2 actors from the show, the actor who played Ebb, the farmhand, and the the actor who played Mr. Kimble, who was like the county inspector, and they came in, and I got to perform. I was part of a band actually that played in front of a couple thousand people that were packed into this area of a mall. And Ebb is dancing on one side of me, Mr. Kimble's dancing on the other, and it was one of the highlights of my musical career because I loved that show. And so that was that's one story. My brush with Ebb and Mr. Kimble and performing on a stage with them. Okay. Number 2. So you remember, Pooki, when we used to go out to LA when I spoke at this music conference called the Taxi Road Rally. It was at the West End near LAX, and I was invited to speak, and then we hung out the whole weekend. And so there was one night. It was after all the conferences. We were probably hanging out at the bar or something, talking to some folks. But I had to use the bathroom. All right, so I went into the public restroom there, and when I went in, it was empty. And then a couple of guys come in after me. I'm against the wall doing my thing, and these guys are talking to each other, and I'm thinking to myself, man, that guy's voice sounds really familiar. Where have I heard that voice before? And then they walk up to the wall next to me, and I'm trying not to look, but one of the guys was Pat Sajak from Wheel of Fortune. And I'm like, oh my God, Pat Sajak! This is crazy. I can't believe I'm in a bar in a bathroom with Pat Sajak. And so I finished first and washed my hands. I'm doing my thing. I said, man, I just want to say something to him. So I go, hey, Pat, nice to run into you here. And he goes, oh, are you? I hear there's some kind of. Are you part of the music conference I hear is going on here? And I go, yeah, I'm here. And we had a little chit chat, and there's something I wanted to tell him because, and I tried to share this with him. That was really awkward as it came out of my mouth. But I said, I've always been the guy in the bands that I've been in that talks to the audience. I'm always telling jokes, and I've often said that I'm more like a game show host than a rock star, and I've often referred to myself, I hope you don't mind, as the Pat Sajak of rock and roll. He chuckled, he laughed, we exchanged some pleasantries, and then I went on my way, went back to the bar. So that's story number 2. Story number 3. There's this radio station in St. Louis called K-Sheet. It's like one of the longest running classic rock stations in the world. It's been around for over 50 years. And they were having some kind of an anniversary concert at this place called the Fox Theater. And they brought in Crosby, Stills, and Nash. There was no Young at this point, but Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and I knew that they were performing, but I was a member, I was publishing a local newspaper, so I was invited to this like pre-show little gathering, and they had food and stuff, and I'm there and mingling, and they had this table with all this, again, kind of free buffet kind of things, but they had you know what White Castle is? White Castle? They had brought in, like, there was a whole stack of, like, White Castle hamburgers. They're like these little belly bombers, right? And so I'm standing there, I'm talking to my friend Richard Fortis, who actually is an accomplished musician who plays with Guns N' Roses, okay? I don't think he was playing with them then, but this is back in the 90s. And I'm standing next to Rich, and we're chatting, and I turn to my side, and right there, 3 feet away, is David Crosby. He's gone now, rest his soul. And he's loading up his plate with White Castle hamburgers, and there was just something about the surrealness of all of that, combined with like some nervous energy, and I just like started cracking up. I just started laughing at the sight of this guy that I've seen for years, heard his music for years, and he's loaded up his plate with White Castles. I started laughing, and Rich suddenly got embarrassed. He goes, "Stop it!" He's elbowing me. He goes, "Stop laughing, man." It's like, I guess you don't want me to embarrass him. So that was my David Crosby story. Never did talk to him, though. I just didn't have the guts to do it. All right, so there you go. Story 1, Ebb, the actors who played Ebb and Mr. Kimble on stage while I'm playing a song. 2, Pat Sajak in the bathroom in L.A., David Crosby, White Castle. All right, so you're going to be guessing in the comments what the lie is, okay? What is the lie? But first, I'm going to do something. I'm going to play something.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you.
Oops, why am I not? Oh. Darn it. Okay. I want to make sure I have some sound here. All right. This is the only thing I'm going to play live today. And so there's a 60s theme going here, right? I was born in 1960, turning 65, in my 60s, so let's just kind of roll with it here. Been a musician for a long time, big fan of the music of the 60s, and one of the classic musicians and guitar players from the 60s, of course, is Jimi Hendrix, right? Jimi Hendrix. And so I always thought, wouldn't it be interesting if Jimi Hendrix had maybe taken a different musical path in his life? And what if, instead of doing psychedelic, rock songs that he ended up doing, what if he had written instead TV show theme songs in the 60s? That could have been a whole different thing, and maybe it would have sounded something like this. Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside. That could work, right? I'm gonna leave the reverb on for just a minute here. Keep your guesses on the lie coming in. I'm gonna reveal that in just a moment here, but I gotta tell you one more thing. So obviously I took the lyrics from this old show called Green Acres and applied it to the music of Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze. And that works. It's really interesting how it melds together. But years ago, I thought to myself, if it's so easy to put the lyrics from Green Acres to the music of Jimi Hendrix, why not do it the other way around? Purple haze all through my brain. Lately things don't seem the same. Something funny, but I don't know why. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Flashbacks. Bad trips. Freak out.
That's so funny.
That's the only time I'm going to play the
That's
guitar
so funny.
on this. I've been doing that for years. And so let me tell you while I'm sharing that, because it's related to this two truths and a lie. So it's interesting. I don't know if I didn't sell it well enough, but everybody so far, most people are saying the Sajak thing is the lie, right? Although Bernie, I think, said Dancing with Ebb, Mr. Kimble, Sajak, Pat, yeehaw. Okay. So, yes, the Pat Sajak thing never happened, but the Ebb and Mr. Kimble thing did. And there's a photo from around, I want to say 1992 or 3. This took place. This is at the mall, where you used to be. That's Tom Lester on the left there, who played Ebb, and that's Alvy Moore, who played Mr. Kimble. On the right, both of them have passed on since this was taken. They were the nicest guys. We were hanging out before we went on, but I actually, with a full, I had done by this point in my life, I had done this parody in my comedy act for years by this point of meeting them, and I was part of a band that was part of this fundraiser, and I had this idea. I said, guys, we should play this song, this parody, because a lot of the musicians knew Purple Haze. I just said, just play Purple Haze. I'll sing different lyrics over the top. Told them before we went on, and they're on both sides of me in front of literally, it was between 1,000 and 2,000 people. Then they're just dancing, having the best time, and that really was like a highlight of my musical career. So it sounded like it was made up, but I had the photos to prove it there. Yeah, those guys were so, yeah. It's so cool. Oh, yeah, we're getting kind of late here. All right, but that is the, actually, we're going to come right up onto 90 minutes here. Hello to your 4-year-old. Happy birthday.
Yeah, Lynn's got a 4-year-old in there. Yeah. Hi.
That's really cool. Hi. All right, so thanks for the kind words on the the parody. So that has been a very unique and very different version of
It's Bob's Comedy Corner. Should do be why. Bob's Comedy Corner.
Thanks to all of you who have sent the digital love. I don't think I missed acknowledging anybody. So if I did, I apologize. I think Lisa was the last one, maybe. All right, but thank you for sending those. I'm going to end with a song that's also from 2004. You remember I said 2004 I collaborated with a guy named Mike Silverman. And so this is more of a rock and roll tune that I'm going to play. And while this is... it's called What Can I Do? Definitely more of a pop rocker. And this is also available on that Power Pop Retrospective album, which is at a name your own price. There's a list or a link to it in the description here. And hi, Simona. Great to see you here. Appreciate you being here. Oh, you're still out of town she's somewhere in the Caribbean, I think, or somewhere. Thank you for Lynn, and thanks for everybody. Jennifer liked the Purple Haze thing earlier. Thank you for all those kind words. All right, cool. I'm going to play this. Check out that link, though, if you want some, name your own price on that thing. There's a bunch of songs on there, but this is one of them. And you're going to see us on the screen. Keep leaving comments. I don't know, what's your takeaway here? You don't have to wish me a happy birthday, although I'll highlight those too. But I don't know, just something about the celebratory nature of this that stood out for you that's going to inspire you, because it's quite different than our normal Sunday inspirations. All right, so I'm going to play this song.
Oh, Shuni's here.
Shuni's here too? Oh, awesome. Yay.
Hi, Nana Shuni.
Oops, are you on your mic? I don't think you...
Hello, Nana Shuni. I love you. I want to talk to you soon.
All right, we're going to end with this song. I'm going to highlight your comments, then we'll come back and say so long. All right, here we go. This is a rocker.
What can I do? What can I say to make you mine? How should I feel? Don't know which way to spend the time. Where should I go? How should I act along the way? Let's make it real. You come around another day. Knocked down, ready to fight. Give me one chance, one day, my say. Hopped up, ready to strike. Give me 3 steps, 2 shades, one way. Who should I be? What can I wear to send a sign? How can I show? The time is now for us to shine. Knocked down, ready to fight. Give me one chance, one day, my say. Hopped up, ready to strike. Give me 3 steps, 2 shades, one way. You want to hide and walk away. I'll give you a risk-free holiday. You want your chance to bloom. I'll give you all that I can prove to you.
More cowbell.
Knocked down, ready to fight. Give me one chance, one day, my say. Hopped up, ready to strike. Give me 3 steps, 2 shades, one way. Knocked down, ready to fight. Give me one chance, one day, my say. Hopped up, ready to strike. Give me 3 steps, 2 shades, one way.
That's right. Getting my friend Mike did all the instrumentation in there. I played all the guitars. Probably played bass too. No, he played key bass on that one. Played all the rock, the electric guitar parts. Did all the singing, but Mike programmed everything else. And so, BobBakerInspiration.com/music, where you can learn more, find out more about our music. And thank you for all the kind words. More cowbell. Yeah. It's so fun.
Happy birthday, Bob.
Thank you all so much for being here, making my day so special. We had a Zoom party last night for our national and international friends, doing this streaming live on my channel. We're going to be going off to a local venue called Chicken and Pickle, and meeting some friends from 1 to 4. You may see some of you who are St. Louis based there. And so we'll go back to Pooki's channel, but July is going to be a little odd as far as Sundays go, right?
Yeah.
Because Pookie's going to not be available, be out of town. So I'll probably like put together a best of and have it be a recording, but you'll still be able to gather over on Pookie's channel. I don't think I'm going to go live without her over there. We haven't figured it all out yet, but it's either going to be me going solo, or I'm going to have like a best of where you can still in real time communicate with each other. I'm sure Lisa will be there and interacting, and I'll probably chime in the comments, but instead of doing a live thing. All right. So that's what's in store.
Yeah, we just don't know what next weekend's going to hold. I know where I'm going to be. I'm going to be deep in the heart of Mother Earth, in ceremony with a community of people. And so I'm thinking, I don't know, we'll just see how it goes. I'm leaving Thursday, so I'll know more when I get out there as far as what like the connection is and all that kind of stuff. So who knows? But yeah, exciting things. Summer's here. And I'm being invited to come and pour medicine in different places, and that's what I'm here for. So
That's what
we'll see what
do.
happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right, I love you all, and thank you. Trey was not able to acknowledge all the birthday greetings, but I'm looking over them here. And again, you made my day really special here. Just a little mini milestone. More coming to the channel. I got a lot more work to do in this lifetime. All right, so take care, and we will see you soon. All right, bye for now. Happy.